guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary, middle, and high school age. We're in our 12th year homeschooling this year. We're actually on our big, long homeschooling break, which we take from Thanksgiving to New Year's. Today is going to be a week of daily plans in my Erin Condren Daily Duo. This is the A5 size. If you saw my 2023 planner lineup video, you'll know that I am moving to the 7x9 size. And I explain more about why I'm doing that in that video. I will leave a link in the description if you're interested. So today is December 5th. It is Monday. And because we are on our homeschool break, I do not have a ton of stuff going on in the hourly section. So it's going to be mainly to-do lists, mainly just some random things that I am hoping to get accomplished today. I am also vlogging today for a collaboration that I am doing with Abby from Rooted in Rest and Jessica from the Waldock Way. That video will already be up, so I will also leave a link for that in the description box. It is just supposed to be a day in the life of holiday homeschooling. However, we are in our break, so it's a little bit different for us. We are going to be working on this Christmas Around the World unit study from Gather Round. I have talked about this and done a little bit of a flip through. We have done a few of their mini units, a couple of their mini units, and one of their main units, the entrepreneurship unit. I had planned to be a lot more ready for this today. However, this past weekend, Jack had a high fever and was sick, so all of my plans changed. So first thing that I really need to do is punch and bind those unit studies. I was up at 4:30 this morning. I have mentioned this several times that I'm an early riser and I feel better about getting up early, having lots of time in the morning to just have quiet, drink my coffee, plan my day, all of that stuff. It's good for me. So I did not do oil pulling this morning, but I did read my Bible, some goals planning, which goals is kind of part of my morning routine in December. I'm trying to do a little bit each day. And then planning, which I did not do early, which is when I normally do it. It's 9:30 right now. So yeah, I pretty much did that until 8. And then I made breakfast for the kids. Now everybody is just playing and I am trying to figure out what I'm going to get done today. On my weekly plans for the week, I did write down clean out my purse. So I'm going to do that. It's not something I do every week, but I need to because I've got a lot of receipts and stuff. I need to do laundry. I need to write out a meal plan for this week. Not sure what we're going to eat. And in fact, when I've gone to the grocery store the past couple of weeks, I guess, I have tried to get lettuce and stuff for salads and there hasn't been. So I picked up some of those bagged salad mixes where it's like it all comes in a bag with the dressing and everything, primarily for Emma and myself. And she made one this morning and there was like a giant bug leg in it. So that went in the trash and was really disgusting. I felt really bad for her. And also question what I have been eating in my salads. I don't pay as much attention as she does. But yeah, anyways, that was really gross. So I did work on my goals this morning, but I do want to try and do a little bit more this afternoon. I did my weekly plan this morning as well, instead of yesterday, which is when I normally do it. So I think I'm probably going to be doing planning and just chores and vacuuming and laundry and all of those things until 11:30. Then we will do lunch, and while we do lunch, I will read their Christmas unit. I do not think that we will be doing the recipes for today. I mentioned this in my weekly plan with me, which has already gone up, that I also had an Atlas crate from KiwiCo for Lucy that she did last week, and one of the things in it was a recipe. Her country was France, and the recipe is for gougere. So I have the ingredients for that. I am going to write down that we're going to do that today, but I'm not sure if we will get to it or not. But I know that I will not do both Lucy's baking and the recipes from the Christmas Around the World unit. So this afternoon, my hope is to really work on Christmas stuff. I think Christmas and more cleaning and goals, and maybe working on my office. I don't know if I'm really gonna have time for that today. I will write it down though. I also have to refilm my planner lineup because I don't like how it turned out. I need to edit a vlog for tomorrow, respond to emails. I sent out my newsletter on Friday, and then I do a second send to people who did not receive it or open it the following Monday. And so usually I have a bunch of emails that I need to get through. And so I do have a bunch of emails to get through. So I do want to do that hopefully this afternoon. Dinner tonight, I don't know what I'm going to make. I think I might do spaghetti squash. No, I'm not going to do that, but I do want to bake it today. And what I am going to do is either quiche or breakfast casserole, which is eggs, and that's kind of like a strata, I guess, with English muffins and eggs and cheese and sausage, and I bake it in the oven. And we have so many eggs right now that I need to start using them. So that will feed us for maybe like a day, 2 days. If I make one, we'll see. I don't need to go to the grocery store today because I ran out yesterday. Yeah, okay, so I think this is what I have on the agenda today. I don't plan anything in the evenings because after dinner, I'm pretty much like done. You know, we clean up the kitchen and we do our family game advent calendar and play a game and maybe watch a movie. That's kind of what we do in the evening, or I'm reading and the kids are playing. So that is where we are at. Okay guys, it is Tuesday and let's go over yesterday. Of course I did my I do my planning when I'm doing these daily plans. I do it later than normal. So I did all of my AM routine before I had really sat down to work on this with you. Planning and chores, we did pretty much, we meaning I did, and I also filmed some videos. We did have lunch and do our Christmas unit. I did not do Lucy's Atlas crate baking craft thing. I'm not sure when we will get to that actually. I did work on Christmas lists and goals. I did not work on my office at all. You know, I had put it on my list for today, but I still wrote it down yesterday thinking, oh, maybe I'll work on it. I didn't. I did punch and bind our unit studies. I cleaned out my purse. I did the laundry. I did the meal plan. I worked on my goals. I did all of my work stuff. So overall, I'm feeling pretty good about how yesterday went. Today, you better believe I was up at 4 a.m. again. So I've mentioned this several times. I don't actually wake to an alarm clock. I just, whenever I wake up naturally is when I get out of bed. I have found that I'm less tired that way. Obviously, if it's, 2 o'clock in the morning, I go back to sleep. But if it's 4 or later, I just get up. And that is what I do. So my AM routine this morning was a little bit different. I did my oil pulling and I had coffee, but I spent most of this time working on content, on figuring out my calendars and trying to get some thoughts out of my head that have been sitting there for a while, and I haven't really had time to flesh out some of those ideas that I have floating around. Lucy was actually up at 5:45, so that was something. Right now it is 8 o'clock and Lucy has eaten breakfast. Emma and Jack have not eaten breakfast. Emma is outside running because it's like 40 degrees out, so she's super excited. I'm not going to put anything here at the moment. My plan for today is really doing cleaning. I've had other things going on, errands and such, videos that I've wanted to film and some editing stuff and other things that I've had to deal with over the past couple of weeks. And so I have not really done my office declutter, and I really want to do that. I want to go through my stickers and pens. I hate getting rid of things, I really do, because like this stuff, stickers and pens and things, my kids will use for crafts, when we do our vision boards, when they set up their calendars for next year, all of those things. And so I hate to get rid of stuff, but I don't really use it. And so I need to just go through it again. I did it last year and I just kind of went through everything, but I think I want to do it again and just start fresh. See, the problem is when I get rid of these things, there will be something that I say, oh, I have that, but then I've actually gotten rid of it, and then I need to get a new one, which I obviously hate doing. All right, Christmas cards is also on the list. If I can get my office cleaned up and then sit down to make out Christmas cards, that would be really good. Need to order the picture, which it's not hard to just upload a picture and put it on the Walgreens website to go pick up. I mean, that's not a hard thing to do, yet I still can't seem to do it. I also want to focus on Christmas today and goals as well. Now, for work, I have a ton of content that I just need to edit. So I'm only going to put edit video here, and hopefully I will get through some of the video content that I have already filmed. I tend to spend a lot of time on the weekends and usually on Monday trying to film a lot of stuff. So that's what I need to do. But editing, I love editing. I know a lot of people don't enjoy video editing, but I really enjoy the process of it. And it's one of those things that I am singularly focused on. You can't really multitask when you're editing video, so it's something that I really enjoy doing. And yeah, so it does take an awful lot of time though. For food today, I made the breakfast casserole yesterday, so we may do that for dinner because we're going out tomorrow to friends. So yeah, I'm going to do leftovers for dinner because I don't want to make something else tonight and then not be here tomorrow to eat it, so I will wait until Thursday to make dinner again. I'm all about the leftovers. Today's task on my list here is to mop, and so I should put that down, but I don't know if I will have time, and actually I have to run laundry. I think I said this before, we use a lot of cloth in our house, so I need to wash rags today and get that all situated and put away. We do have our Christmas unit study that I want to do today. Yesterday was the first lesson that we did and it went really well. Today is New Zealand. Yesterday was Iceland and it was fun. It only took us, I think, maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour. I think that my reading to them was only like 15 minutes, but then they spent some time doing the work that is with the unit study while I was doing other things. So I do want to do that. It worked out well to do it around lunchtime. So if I can do that around 11, I think. I'm just gonna write cleaning and chores here right until the unit study, and then this afternoon I will work on goal planning. The reason that I keep writing goals down is because I am going through my entire process of goal setting and just making sure that I'm hitting all of the things that I want to hit as I'm planning out my goals, because I'm not using a specific goal planner this year. And most goal planners, well, I'm mainly thinking of like the Moxie Life and the Power Sheets, have prep work built into their goal setting system. And so I'm trying to make sure that I hit all of the points. I just filmed a video yesterday about goals, talking about how I have to do kind of like a a brain dump reflection over the year, just like everything that happened that I think impacted my life in the year. Just an overall, these are the things that happened, get out of my brain type of thing. And then I will sit down and kind of do the highs and the lows, or, you know, what went well and what were the challenges for the past year. And as I'm doing those things, I am coming up with ideas that I just put on my like brain dump list in the different focus areas that I have for my goal setting. So I did that yesterday. I'm still working on getting through what went well for 2022. So I still need to do the challenges. And then I really want to focus on reflecting on the goals that I made for 2022. 2022 was crazy for me goal wise. It was not, I did not really follow through with a lot of the goals that I set out. I mean, I did make progress, but it was not what I had originally planned at the beginning of the year. So I want to go through and kind of see what my goals were, what things I actually accomplished, if there are things that I want to push to 2023, if there are things that I just want to completely forget about, that's also fine. So I've been spending a lot of time working on goals. It will probably be something that I continue to do throughout December. December is not a month for me to really focus on big overarching goals for the year. December goals are usually for me to manage all the traditions that I have and really lean into rest and family and fun that way. If you watch my December goals video, you will see a lot of that, but it's also a time when I spend a lot of reflection time and considering what I want to do in the next year. So that is not, it doesn't seem like a lot, even though I just talked for probably 10 minutes. It's not a lot, but they are some big projects, and I just feel better when the things are done. I think part of it is, you know, I have a lot of homeschool stuff that I want to get through as well, but I've kind of been putting it off. I did clean out my homeschool cart last week, which was good, but I kind of want to go through the resources that we have and just get things cleaned up for next semester, but I also don't want to deal with it right now because it's just a lot of changes that we're making. I kind of keep pushing it to the side. Anyways, I will keep rambling if I don't shut off the camera. So that is Tuesday. Okay guys, so yesterday was Tuesday. I did my AM routine. I did a lot of cleaning and chores in the morning. I actually was able to get a lot of my office stuff decluttered and organized, which I was really excited about, was something that has been weighing on me. I did not do Christmas cards, but I did order pictures and pick them up. I worked on some Christmas stuff. I worked on my goals. I did not mop the floors. I did do the laundry. We did not do our unit study yesterday. The kids were working on their Christmas Eve play that they are putting together, so they worked on that for a good chunk of the day, and I did not feel the need to stop that so we could do this unit study. I was also able to edit some video, and I did think about goal planning quite a bit yesterday. There's a lot of things for 2023 that I'm considering. So today is Wednesday the 7th. We are going to friends for dinner tonight, so I don't need to make anything today. It's 10 o'clock right now. I slept until 5:45 this morning, which was nice. And I had kind of an abbreviated morning routine. I did not do my oil pulling, but I did work on goals and Christmas. This is not really my routine, my AM routine, goals and Christmas, but my routine is morning hygiene, coffee, Bible, that kind of stuff. I did all of that, and then I was getting breakfast for everybody, and then Emma had to go to the orthodontist, and thankfully my mom was able to take her. I think she'll be home by 11:30. It's a long appointment today, and during this time I am going to be mainly editing videos and finish cleaning my office, because I'll insert a clip here, but it is still a mess. I've organized things, but now I have to put them in the closet. And yesterday when I was trying to get things back in the closet, my dog was just in the closet. She likes to lay in there, and when she's huge and I can't actually open the doors or move things around or anything. So I'm actually probably going to do this until 12:30, and then lunch and unit study, maybe. So I'm going to continue working on my office today. I have laundry that I need to sort and put away from yesterday. We need to work on goals today. When I say we, I mean me. I also want to consider my reading journal setup. I just want to make like a sticky note with the things that I want to do in my reading journal, how I want that set up so that when I sit down, I have an order, because it's going to be in a bullet journal format. It's actually going to be in this Lightstrom dot grid notebook. So I need to make sure that I have my list in the correct order of how I want things to go. Yesterday, I also spent a lot of time evaluating our 2022 budget and expenses and everything. So I'm going to continue working on that today. That is actually what I did yesterday afternoon. I spent a ton of time going through financial records to really keep track of things and categorize things the way that I want to. I'm really a nerd when it comes to budgeting, so I'm going to work on that again, continue to evaluate 2022 and brainstorm for 2023. I really enjoy numbers and working with numbers, but it is a lot of work to really finagle budgets and plan far out in advance for expenses and things that I know are going to need to be paid for over the next year. Thinking about homeschool curriculum we'll need, car repairs. We tend to use cars for a very, very long time until they are totally dead. But now our very, very old cars are dying. So yes. So I need to really focus on budgeting, which I'm probably going to do this afternoon since I'm not going to have to worry about food. I need to edit my planner lineup for tomorrow, I think is when I want to post it. So I'm trying to think about whether or not I want to have a Google Cal and like get everybody on the same page digitally. I really struggle with digital planning. All the things fall through the cracks. It's not as functional for me, like the way that I have notes pages and I can just jot down all of the things and I don't have to really think about, oh, well, I need to have this add-on or this task list and changing the colors and making sure everything, I mean, a lot of the functionality of a digital planner is stuff that I already do in my paper planning. And so it feels redundant. And also I just don't get on my computer as much. Like if something comes to mind, I write it down in my planner. I don't pull out my phone or go to my laptop and write stuff down. I love technology, but for planning, it doesn't make sense for me. But with everybody's schedules, it might be helpful if I did have like a master digital calendar. So I want to consider that. I kind of want to watch some videos online, YouTube videos, and see how other people manage their family calendar with like Google Cal or the Apple Calendar or whatever. I might think about that. I don't know how much work I'm going to get done with that, or I will. I did start looking at the Google Cal yesterday because I thought that it might, but just trying to figure out the settings that I would need and changing the colors and stuff, I was just like, oh, this makes me miserable. No wonder people don't like planning. So I just need to consider this a little bit more. I wrote goals down. Yeah, I think that's about it. We have to leave by 5:30, I think, and we will probably be home late. So that is my day at a glance. Nothing really exciting going on, but just a lot of end of the year stuff that I need to manage and figure out. It's not necessarily things that I have to do, but it's stuff that really helps me close out the year and move into a new year. That's what December is kind of all about. Besides the holiday stuff is making sure that I have a good handle on how 2022 went and the changes and goals and such for 2023. So that is where we will end for Wednesday. Happy Thursday, friends. So let's see how yesterday went. I did work on my office some. I did not do the laundry that I needed to get done. I did work on my goals and I thought about some of the things that I wanted to include in my reading journal. I don't have a good list at the moment. I mentioned this yesterday, I think, that I just want to have a list in order of the things that I want to put in my dot grid notebook for my reading journal, mainly because if I don't have a list in order and I start to put everything together, it's going to be a pain. I did not really do too much with the 2022 budget. I did go over some of the expenses. I'm really mainly trying to categorize things and look at what our yearly spend was in different categories so that I can focus on 2023 and what our budget is going to be. I did think a little bit about budget stuff yesterday though. I'm not sure if you are experiencing the same things as we are, but a lot of our expenses have gone up quite a bit. We just got an email saying that our electricity rates are going to be going up again in 2023. There were already 2 increases in 2022 and 1 in the fall of 2021. So I need to get back to my, what is it called? Years and years and years ago, I used to read a blog by Sharon Astick. She's written several books. I don't think I have any of them right handy to show you. Yes, I do. She wrote several books that I read way back at the beginning of my green living journey. And she had a challenge. See, this one came out in 2012. And I think she had 2 other ones before this. She ran a challenge called the Riot for Austerity, and it was all about reducing your energy usage. And it was something that we needed to do in our home because I had stopped working and came home to, raise my kids, and we just needed to reduce our energy usage. Also just trying to be good stewards of the environment that God has created for us. It was very helpful for me to look at what our usage was and try to reduce it. However, we have tried to reduce our usage of a lot of things, and it seems like every time we reduce our usage, there is a price increase to completely negate our cutbacks. We keep cutting back and nothing is changing, but I just got my electricity bill this morning and it went up significantly. So I do want to kind of figure out where I can make some improvements that way. But anyways, it's a lot about budgeting. I enjoy numbers, and I like making numbers work for me, but it's a lot of research and stuff ahead of time. Anyways, that's a lot about nothing. We did not do our unit study yesterday, so we are 1 for 3 this week on doing our unit study, but the kids were having a good time yesterday and we just didn't want to sit down to do that. We were working on some other stuff in the afternoon, some projects, and then getting ready to go to our friends for dinner, which we did. We got home pretty late last night, so I did not get up until 6:30 this morning, which was actually kind of nice. So today is the 8th. Unfortunately, last night when we got home, the dog ran into the woods and rolled in some sort of animal stuff in the woods. So I need to get some more cleaning supplies and things, which was not on my agenda today. I was mainly going to finish working on my budget for next year, but I have to go run some errands just to get some new rags and such that just need to be replaced now. So I need to run errands. I think we're gonna go to Bed Bath & Beyond and probably the Christmas tree shops, Lowe's and Target. This morning I will probably take the kids to get breakfast so that we can hopefully run those errands early, although it's 8:15 right now and Emma is the only one awake. She's doing her run right now, so I don't know when we'll actually leave to run errands. But I think we'll probably be done and home by lunch. So I'm actually gonna write, my AM routine was non-existent this morning. I had coffee, that's all I've done. I'm still tired from last night. It was a lot of fun going out and just having fun with friends, but I'm not a late night person, and we were there until like 10 o'clock and then had to drive home and then get everything, get the dog situated and everything. It was a late night. So errands, I have to run to the post office. I I do want to try and get some groceries. So I'm going to run errands, and then I think I am going to work on budget stuff this afternoon. Honestly, I don't know why I keep trying to do paper budgeting, because I still use spreadsheets. I like to be able to plug the numbers in and do the formulas. It just makes my life so much easier. But I feel like if I am physically writing down our spend each day and categorizing those things, it would make more sense. But I need to come up with the categories. And I did actually buy some highlighters, like those mild liner highlighters, which everybody loves to use. And I needed to get like I got a 15 pack. I'm not sure if I really like all those colors or not, but I just need more colors for the categories, because I don't know, maybe I just drill down on my categories way too much, and maybe I could like combine some of them, but I feel like I need all of these categories. So I want to finalize the categories, and I also want to have the summary of what we spent by month in the categories, and then I can look at where I might be able to reduce some of that spend. I know that eating out was a big spend for us this year. Where can I use? So I need to edit my vlog for tomorrow. I need to edit goals part 1. That might actually be up before this is up. I've started my goal planning in my lined B5 notebook that I got, and it's mainly just reflection right now. But it's been really cathartic for me to sit down and just write out a reflection for the year, writing out what went well and the challenges, and brain dumping some ideas on how to make positive changes in my different focus areas, as well as some of the projects that I want to do. However, I have also been considering splitting up my personal goals into 3 sections. I don't normally, I just always use green, my green pen for personal goals, and then within personal, it's like actual personal goals, like reading and AM and PM routine and that kind of stuff, but then also financial goals and home projects. I don't usually put these in their own color, because what ends up happening is I will have too many things. So when I just use one color for personal, I know that I don't have time to do like 10 like all kinds of different things in one section. Whereas if I split it out, I know it doesn't make any sense, but if I have like 2 or 3 financial things that I'm working on, 2 or 3 home projects, and then 2 or 3 personal type things, like a specific books that I want to read or whatever it is, I put too many of those things on the list, and I don't have enough time to actually complete them. So when it's one color, it balances more with like my homeschool goals and my wellness goals and my family goals and my spiritual goals. So anyways, so not a whole lot here today, but like I said, I'm not sure how long the errands are going to take this morning. So, and then my husband is actually off on Friday and Monday. So, and I know that we have to bring the old car into the mechanic again. See this financial thing and this budget thing? Need to really focus on that. So I'm not sure what we're going to be doing this weekend, but that is Thursday. I'm supposed to wash the sheets today, but I don't think that's going to happen. And I did not carry over laundry, but I actually need to, because I need to put my clothes away. So there we go. Okay. I totally underestimated my time yesterday. So I did have to run errands, and I wanted to do all of this budget and goal stuff, but the whole purpose for me running the errands was because I had to clean my house from the dog rolling in something out in the woods. So this did not happen at all yesterday. I did run errands, and we were home around 1 o'clock, and I spent the rest of the afternoon cleaning and really deep cleaning the kitchen, which needed to be done. I did edit my vlog, and I did edit my goals video. I still have to upload some of that stuff. So today I was up at 4:30. It's Friday. It's 8 o'clock right now, but I worked on Christmas and goals this morning, and I did do coffee and Bible, and I'm planning right now. So that is my morning at a glance. Everybody's asleep except for Lucy and I. Lucy's eating breakfast right now. I did my newsletter this morning. See, it's weird when I have to film the planning because I end up doing a bunch of stuff before I even sit down to plan. So I did my newsletter. I did check in with Maine Homeschool Network. I still need to upload my blog for today and then post that, and I also want to edit tomorrow's vlog. My plan today is really Christmas shopping. I am going to be running errands probably for a good portion of the day, and that is the only thing that I'm going to write down. So this is a very, very brief Friday. Christmas shopping. Now, my husband is off today, which is why I feel like I can just go out and do a bunch of errands and run to all the stores. My hope is to be done by lunchtime, but it's 8 o'clock right now. I haven't even taken a shower or gotten ready. I think some of the stores that I want to go to actually open at 8. So I do like shopping, but when I know what I want to get, I typically want to just purchase it online and have it delivered, but I don't really trust any of the mail delivery right now for the post office. FedEx and UPS is great, but I can't choose how my packages are delivered, and most of the places that I shop send things through USPS, and I'm not getting my mail or packages at the moment. So I know that they are overwhelmed and overworked and all of the things, but it's frustrating, especially around this time of year. So I do have to go out Christmas shopping. I may revisit my list once I get home, depending on how long I'm gone and how much time I have in the afternoon, what I can get done. So, but right now, this is going to be completely open, and this is my only thing on the list. Oh, for dinner, I'm making soup. So that's relatively easy. Yes, so I need to get dressed for the day, and then I'm going to leave, but I do need to upload my vlog for today before I start getting ready. Okay, guys. Yesterday was something. I did go Christmas shopping. It took almost all day. I got home at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, around there, and then Matt went out with Lucy and Emma, and I was literally just recovering. There were so many people out yesterday. I thought going during the day on a Friday would be okay. It was not. So I did absolutely nothing else yesterday afternoon except for cleaning up the house and doing some dishes, and that was about it. It was a pretty good day, busy outside of the house. I actually vlogged it, but didn't really take any footage as I was out because it was just so many people and so much stuff. And so today it's like 10 o'clock. I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here on Saturday. I'm not going to come back this afternoon and tell you how well I've done. Last night, Lucy ended up getting sick and then was up in the middle of the night. I was still up at 4:30. I thought I would sleep in because I was up with her most of the night, but no, my body said it's time to get up. So this morning, I actually worked a lot on goals. My weekend morning routine is a little different. I did not do my Bible this morning. I usually tend to do that later in the day on Saturday. So I mainly worked on goals. I am trying to figure out how to present it to everybody because I'm not using a goal planner this year. So I was working on that, and I actually started rereading the 12-week year. This is one of the 3 books that I always recommend when you are starting to set goals. It is so good. I'm going through annotating. I've already underlined half of the book already, but I'm doing a little bit more annotating. I'd like to finish this maybe today. It's a super short book. Let's see. It's not even 200 pages, I don't think. Yeah, 190 pages in the references. So I want to read this. I need to write out final Christmas lists based on what I purchased yesterday and just make sure that everything is relatively even. I want to do some laundry. I want to, thankfully, when Lucy got sick, we hadn't actually gone to bed yet, so that was really helpful. She was up in the middle of the night, but I was prepared for it because I was constantly checking on her, and I don't have sick laundry to do, just normal laundry. I do want to think about the budget more this afternoon, if my brain will work, because I'm so tired. Working with numbers is a little bit more challenging. And then what is the other thing? There was one other thing I wanted to do and I can't remember it at the moment. Well, I know I need to vacuum. I don't really need to write it down, but I'm going to. Laundry, budget, vacuum. I can't remember. My brain is not working at the moment, which is not great. This is part of the reason that I try and do my planning first thing in the morning. Like, I have all of these things that are on my mind, and then if I don't immediately write them down, they slip away. Yes, so I'm gonna put read, 12-week year, and then the other two books, I will probably talk about these in a goals video, but they are Essentialism, which I also want to read, probably not this weekend, and I think it's called The One Thing. These three books I reread a lot, and they're really, really good. So I recommend them. Yes, I don't have anything on my weekly planning pages for today. I'm just gonna kind of see how it goes. I want to finish getting my office cleaned up, which is it has not been done. This will most likely work as a list for today and tomorrow because I'm not really sure. Oh yes, Christmas cards. I do want to sit down today and work on my Christmas cards. However, who knows if people will get them before Christmas Day. They may get them during the 12 days of Christmas. I mailed out some bills on November 5th and they just cleared my bank, and I mailed them at the post office. So that is the mail situation right now. Okay, so that's it. That's all I can think about today. I hope that you liked this video. This week was a little different. It started with Jack being sick last weekend and me trying to catch up on some things that I had planned to do last weekend during the week, and then bookended with Lucy being sick now this weekend. These are our 2 weekends where we have things to do, but they were things for our family to do individually, like fun light parades and Christmas tree lightings and just some family time with the 5 of us. That's okay. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that it was helpful. If you have questions about anything I talked about, please leave them in the comments, or you can always email me. My contact form is always in the description box. Yes, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.